assist gives him 86 points, breaking the old Black Bear season scoring record held by Dave Capuano. The British Columbia native would spend some time getting to know the Huskies up close and personal, courtesy of this hit. But the Bears go on to finish off the Huskies 6-1. Despite a raging blizzard, the two teams play Game 2 the next day, and the 9-5 victory sends Maine into the semifinals at Boston Garden, where they will face Lowell. Former Maine assistant coach Bruce Crowder has his Chiefs peaking at just the right time, and in the second period, Maine is up 3-2 when John Mahoney sweeps this one past Mike Dunham. 33 seconds later, Mike Murray finds the corner of the net, and just like that, Lowell has the lead 4-3. Because an injury to Dave McIsaac has left Maine with only 5 defensemen, Walsh decides to pull Mike Dunham in favor of Garth Snow, whose puck-handling ability takes pressure off the Blue Liners. The Chiefs test him early, but the senior netminder is equal to the task. At the other end, it's the tenacious forechecking of Ingraham that gets things started. Kent Selfie, out 6 weeks with a groin pull, is there to put it home in his first game back. The goal that puts Maine ahead to stay comes off the stick of Pat Tardif. His slapper deflects off a defenseman's skate and by Dwayne Rollison. The Black Bears are back on top. With 47 seconds left in the game, Tardif scoops up this loose puck and feeds Mike Latendresse all alone in front for the insurance goal that sends Maine into the Hockey East Final for an unbelievable 7th year in a row. Their opponent? None other than the BU Terriers. Two years ago, on Boston Garden ice, Maine lost the Hockey East Championship when Sean McEachern scored in overtime. With their success over the years here, the Terriers certainly have a right to feel like the Garden is their building. But a large contingent of Maine fans are here to even things up for the Bears. Cashman gets the nod in goal for Jack Parker's crew, and he'll face Snow once again as these two rivals face off for the 5th time this season. Both teams come out of the chute flying, and both goalies are tested early.
Out in front, stopped by Cashman. Correa stopped by him again. Friedman riding it out to center as Mark Mavis with him across the line. Friedman is in, stopped by Snow. Rebound cleared by Selfie with a big collision out in front of the goal.
A defensive lapse by the Terriers proves costly.
Montgomery along with Ingraham and Correa. Here's Montgomery right in. Scores! Montgomery! Well, help out he did in a big way. The goal by Montgomery at 2:56, and it's 1-0 Maine.
Montgomery's goal is the only score of the first period, but it certainly isn't the only action.
Mercier stopped by Cashman as the net comes off the magnets. Another big crash into the BU net. Now Selfie getting tied up over there with Friedman. Cashman is still down for BU. Well, we've had 32 minutes of penalties, and we are going to add to the total here. Here's Jobert carrying in. Jobert lost it. Ingraham carrying out as Martin. Big hit back behind the play. We got another penalty.
Penalty's going to be on Snow for interference.
This will be our first power play. Everything has matched so far. This one will not.
Snow might as well get into the act and take a penalty himself.
9:21, the time of the interference call to Snow, and this will put BU with the extra man.
Watch the play develop. Watch the goaltender. Here's Jobert coming to the front of the net. The puck's loose. That's interference.
The intensity carries over into period number 2, and the pucks and bodies continue to fly.
Here's Latendresse cutting in. Save! Cashman pops on the rebound. Crashing in way late is Selfie. O'Sullivan to Brennan to drive. He scores! Oh, what a laser from the point. Brennan bombed it home. 5:42, the time of the power play goal by Rich Brennan.
Brennan's goal ignites the Terriers, who turn up the heat on Snow.
Weinrich had it broken up by Bob LaChance. LaChance is in. Stopped by Snow. Rebound cleared. Stephen Foster a shot. That's tipped. Another save by Snow. What a big save by Snow. I believe it was Jenkins that picked up the loose puck. But Snow came up huge.
Well, I'll tell you, the save he makes on Jenkins inside here, just at the end of it. Look how aggressive he is. But now he's in trouble because he's way out there on the outside. Now puck comes in again. Watch that one right there on Jenkins on the inside of the net. Actually, it wasn't Jenkins. It was number 14, Bob LaChance, inside. LaChance right there reaches down with the stick. Oh, me, oh, my, what a save by Snow.
Overshadowed a bit by the likes of Correa, Montgomery, and Ingraham, Mike Latendresse begins to work some magic of his own.
Latendresse scores! Mike Latendresse.
The sophomore from Quebec regains the lead for the Bears, who lead 2-1 after 2. The feeling in the locker room is one of quiet confidence, but Coach Walsh reminds his players that they have a lot more work to do before this one is over.
Jimmy's the D on the line change. We'll come back with a Twins line red.
Maddie, they're probably going to still shadow Paul out there, so...
Yeah, you got to be sharp, that's all. You might find that we get the 3-on-2 down low.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy can just attack the net with Cal and Eric. We caught way too many passes standing still. Just kind of stationary, going for a puck. Get your feet moving. Come back more so you're flying on passes. You were a little bit too far ahead, so you were catching passes like this, and then all you can do is chip it by people. I'd like you to get some speed going. We're much, much quicker than them. But the only way you can use your quickness is if you come back to the puck. Come back to it. It's like playing that second night in Northeastern. Come back to it. So you get your wheels going. They can't handle our wheels. 20 minutes, boys. First team ever to do it. First team. All the great teams in this league. All the great players. Nobody's ever done what you can do. Right in front of you. You got to pay the price. Got to pay the price. You're going to go out and get 2 more goals. 2 more goals this period. Let's go. Come on, Mike. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go get it, boys. Come on, White. 2 goals ain't enough. 2 goals ain't enough. Let's go get it. They're not getting the breaks this time. Come on, let's go. Let's get one right here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Maddie, let's get one right here. Let's go.
Walsh knew the Terriers would come out flying, and he was right.
Rolls it back out in front. Snow again. A big save on Brennigas.
Meanwhile, the Black Bears are looking for some breathing room, and they get it from number 10.
Latendresse takes a shot. He scores! Michel Latendresse. A blast just under the crossbar, and Maine leads it 3-1.
Jack Parker's team is now down by 2, but he watched his team come back from a 4-goal deficit back in February to give Maine its only defeat of the year. The trouble is, the Black Bears were at that game too, and they're not about to let it happen again.
Murphy knocked him down, and Imes will carry. Imes leads a 3-on-2, finds Montgomery. Montgomery's in. He scores! Montgomery from Imes at 12:55, and Maine is flying 4-1. Corner. Ingraham is bumped up along the boards. Correa with Imes out in front. Imes takes the pass out in front. Scores! Turns around and scores. Imes from Correa. Power play goal for Maine. It's 5-1 Black Bears. But they put on a masterful show here on Garden Ice on Causeway Street tonight as Maine skates for the 93 Hockey East Championship with a 5-2 win over Boston University.
Black Bears have passed their latest test with flying colors, becoming the first team to win the Hockey East playoffs 2 years in a row. They must win 3 more games if they're to accomplish their mission. But for now, it's time to celebrate. The Worcester Centrum is the arena. Red-hot Minnesota is the opponent as Maine tries to win its first NCAA elimination game away from Orono. As dominating as they can be, they know that their competition will have the added incentive of knocking off the #1 team in the country. It happened a year ago, and they don't want it to happen again. Sophomore Jeff Callanan will be in goal for the Gophers, while Mike Dunham guards things at his end for the Bears. Maine captain Jim Montgomery asks to speak to the team alone in the locker room without the coaches before the game. But early on, he and his teammates dodge an early bullet as this shot eludes Dunham and hits the post behind him. Minutes later, Maine's potent power play, which is operating at nearly 50% efficiency in the playoffs, heads into the action.
Behind the net, in front, score! Jim Montgomery!
The MVP of Hockey East playoffs continues to excel in every aspect of the game.
He's taken down on the play. Great defensive play there by the captain.
Montgomery's play in his own end sets up his defense for a little offense.
The play, but stays with the puck, centers it. Imes moves in, Stott, rebound, score!
Chris Imes, the senior from Birchdale, Minnesota, once again is at the right place at the right time, and his 12th goal of the year makes it 2-0 Maine. The Gophers manage to get their attack going, but Dunham is there to keep them off the board.
In front, wraparound shot, stopped by Dunham with a shoulder.
What a save.
Wow!
Dunham is the difference in the first period, and Maine is happy to find themselves up by 2.
All right, 2-0 our score. I'm Dale Duff along with Mike Golden.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the interruption of the hockey game, but it turns out the hockey game itself has been interrupted. As we understand it, the power is out at the Centrum in Worcester. The game is not being played right now. It's being delayed.
All right, welcome back to the Worcester Centrum. I'm Dale Duff along with Mike Golden as we had a power outage to the Centrum complex here. And when it was an outage because it went pitch black just like that.
When the lights came back on, the Maine players seemed to lose their edge, all except for Dunham, who stops everything the Gophers throw at him. Finally, Andy Brink cracks the armor with a power play goal, and the lead is suddenly cut in half. There are times in every hockey game where you need your goaltender to come up big, and this was one of those times for Maine.
Puck is loose, shot on, second shot. Oh, sticked away. What a great save by Dunham. Oh, he came out with that right pad and made the save.
The close-checking Gophers have hemmed in the Black Bear forwards for most of the period, but Captain Jim Montgomery is about to back up his pregame locker room pep talk with action.
He shoots and scores!
What a play. That's what makes Maine so dangerous, is that quick transition. Korea has the puck in his corner. He gets it up to the blue line to Ingraham. Does a quick little spin-a-rammer and hits Montgomery in full stride.
Maine breaks him up. Montgomery sends in Korea. Score!
Who's got the power play?
The goal is Maine's 21st shorthanded goal of the season, and it takes all the wind out of the Gophers' sails.
They spin. Martin tees it up in front. Score! Justin Cumberland! And they had to win tonight in order to make it happen. And now Sean Walsh replaces Mike Dunham, and listen to the hand. The countdown is on. Make way, Milwaukee. The Black Bears are going to join your Final Four party. High fives. And Maine is Milwaukee bound.
When the Black Bears arrive in Wisconsin for the NCAA championships, they are met by a familiar sight. Snow, 7 to 10 inches of the white stuff expected to fall, but it fails to dampen the spirit of the hometown folks who are ready for the premier event of the college hockey season. Coaches and players alike will now experience the bright lights and constant questions of the national and local media who are here in Milwaukee for the big show. Practices are closed to the reporters, so formal question and answer sessions like this one are one of the few times the media has access to team personnel. Sean Walsh has led his teams to the Final Four 3 times before and attracts most of the attention. The question he answers most is what it will take for his main team, which has 40 wins, to win 2 more. Former NHL star Red Berenson shares some of the spotlight with Walsh. His Michigan team, among the nation's top 4 2 years in a row, will be Maine's foe in the first semifinal game. While snow blankets the streets of Milwaukee, Maine Athletic Director Mike Plozek is heating things up at the Mecca, where the hundreds of Maine families and fans who have come to support their team enjoy a pep rally before the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, you came out here to Milwaukee for an entire weekend, and I guarantee you, you will be here an entire weekend. And as some gentleman just gave to me as he walked by, he corrected me. I said earlier, Maine's record, 40 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties. I want to tell you, there's a button here right now, and it shows us what our record, in fact, will be when it's all said and done. 42! 1, 2. So we're going to go over to the Bradley Center, and we're going to turn Milwaukee, Wisconsin into Orono, Maine, and by Saturday night, Milwaukee's going to know who the University of Maine is.
The rally hits the streets as the Maine faithful head for the Bradley Center. Snow or no snow, this group is here to show what school spirit is all about. The atmosphere is electric. The butterflies are in every stomach as action gets underway between what many people believe are the 2 best hockey teams in the country. Steve Shields has been a workhorse for the Wolverines, collecting all 30 of his team's wins. Garth Snow enters the game unbeaten and leads the nation with a 2.07 goals against average. Maine holds Michigan without a shot for the first 4 minutes, but the Wolverines have scored 6 goals a game this season and beat Snow on their first 2 attempts.
Here come the Wolverines, the shot to score! With these guys early and get into our rhythm and our flow, not have to play from behind. And another score for Michigan. He's going to have to play from behind. The Wolverines jump on top 2-0.
Yeah, we let in the 2 quick goals, but you know Garth. Garth is so strong mentally, and he's such a competitor. I knew he'd come back, and after the goal, I said to him, I said, Garth, I go, no problem, we're going to come back in this. And he goes, I know, get out of my face.
Black Bears have not had very good scoring opportunities in this game. Michigan has had much to better about.
And Michigan not taking penalties.
As I say that, Ingraham gets it in front and scores!
Maine's shortest player draws his team within 1. And early in the second period, their tallest player knots things at 2.
Martin will wind up and take the shot. He scores!
All season long, this is the point in the game where the Bears usually begin to take over. But this is not just an ordinary game, and Michigan is not just your ordinary team.
Now Michigan trying to get their power play in order. In front, a score! Gives Michigan the lead.
Halfway through the game, emotions are running high and tempers are starting to flare. Eric Fenton gets tangled up with Brian Wiseman, but the Black Bears can't afford to lose their concentration. For one of the few times this year, they are behind entering the 3rd period. As the minutes tick by, Sean Walsh implores his players to pick it up a notch. Then, controversy.
Patrice Tardif splits the defense behind the Michigan net, tries to wrap around, he scores! No! Whoa, wait a minute. I thought for sure that thing went in the net.
I think that's a good goal.
Montgomery's arguing the red light did not come on, and had insult to injury. Steve Shields was necktied down to the ice.
I thought that was a goal.
I thought that was clearly a goal.
Watch Tardif here. You be the judge. Let's watch what happens. Tardif, solo rush, little fake there, frees the defense as he frees his number 22. Mike Knuble comes around. Let's watch. Let's see. Right in the net. Out the outside. That's a goal.
That's a goal.
That's a goal.
Referee Harry Amian rules the net has come off its mooring. Maine fans have to wonder if the NCAA jinx has come back to haunt them again. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Jim Montgomery has one trick left in his bag. The question is, will it work?
Montgomery controls the face and they score!
There was a play every now and then he'd tell me, he said, Cal, I'm gonna go through his legs, and that's when I know I gotta get off to the post. And I thought I was gonna be able to get through because I knew the defenseman thought I was gonna block out. When I saw him get it through and I got through, I was like, all right, here we go. And he got it over, and it's just great to have it work as nice as it did.
This places the pressure squarely on Steve Shields and Garth Snow. They come in with the two best goals against averages in the country. Only one of them will win this game.
Trying to break in his Correa. He's behind the defense. He shoots wide. What a play by Correa. History again. The defense blocks it all the time, and Shields is there. Steve Shields is playing maybe the game of his life in goal for Michigan. Wow. Tamer. Here's Stiver again. The shot, the save by Garth Snow with 10.7 seconds left.
The late heroics send the game into overtime. 3 periods of scintillating hockey have failed to produce a winner. The tension is unbearable as each team tries to deliver the knockout blow. And as fighters will tell you, sometimes you never see the punch.
This is Lieutenant for Maine. The pass down the slot, loose puck in front. Shields a score! Score! Maine wins it.
I told him before the game, get himself jumping because he's got great offensive skills. We want him in the offense. And the first period was it twice. He jumped into the O, got caught, gave him 2-on-1. So I said, don't do that anymore tonight. Fortunately, our guys don't listen to me.
Coming on the rush off the bench, and Latendresse made a great pass, and I saw an opening, so I went in, and the puck slipped off my stick for a split second there. I chased it and just tried to bat it on net, and lucky enough, it managed to get in.
The Maine fans have found a new hero, and he's put his team into the championship game for the first time in school history. Their opponent will be the defending champion Lake Superior Lakers, which crushed Boston University in Thursday's other semifinal. Who will be the hero on Saturday? On Friday, the off day, the sun is shining in Milwaukee, and it gives everyone a chance to recover from the heart-stopping game of last night. Fans and players alike take in the sights and do a little bit of shopping in their spare time. Hundreds of people have come from Maine for this Final Four tournament, and they're soaking up the atmosphere and maybe a little bit of Milwaukee's finest brew. But there's still one bit of hockey business on this day before the final. The Hobey Baker ceremony, honoring college hockey's Player of the Year, is about to start. Black Bear fans packed the room anxious to see if either of Maine's candidates, Jim Montgomery or Paul Correa, will win the honor. At exactly 5 p.m., they get their answer.
1993 winner of the Hobey Baker Award from the University of Maine, Paul Correa.
In an unusual display of friendship, Korea has asked that Jim Montgomery be part of the ceremony. He's only 18 years old, but he's poised both on and off the ice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Schwartz, and the entire Decathlon Club for presenting me with this prestigious award. I would like to initially congratulate the other 9 nominees on their fabulous seasons. I couldn't have won this award without the help and support of my teammates, especially Jim Montgomery. Jim's been like a big brother to me for this whole year. He's taken me under his wing and led me through my first year of college hockey. And I certainly wouldn't be in this position right now without his support. He's been terrific. To all of my coaches at Maine, your knowledge and willingness to work with me has enabled me to grow as a player, as a student, and as a hockey player. Coach Walsh, thank you very much for all the support you've given me. Not only for all the on-ice work you've done with me, but for all the work off the ice. You've helped me so much with my school and just adjusting to college life. Again, I wouldn't be in this position without you. To our fans and to all the great people of the state of Maine, you're the best. And finally, to my family, they couldn't be here this weekend, but you know, ever since day one I started playing hockey, they've been with me by my side, and you know, through the good times and the bad times, they've been there with me, and all of them, especially my mother. She's a very special lady.
All right,
We're very fortunate right now to be here accepting this award, but thank you again to everyone else and to all those people that I missed. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you again.
And Montgomery score!
In a week full of emotion, Maine seems to be on a roll. They'd like to continue it for one more day. After Maine's victory over Michigan on Thursday, even more of their diehard fans have traveled west in hopes of finding tickets for Saturday's final. Their rally in the plaza outside the Bradley Center is just the beginning of an evening they will never forget. Inside the Bradley Center, the atmosphere is like a carnival. T-shirts, pucks, hats, pennants, pins, you name it. Maine fans are scoffing up souvenirs so fast they'll be gone before the first intermission. An NCAA record crowd has come to see this year's final between the Black Bears and the Lakers. Most of them are Wisconsin fans, decked out in red. Who they'll root for is anyone's guess. Before many of them have even settled in their seats, the Black Bears strike. Pat Tardif surprises Laker goalie Blaine Locker with a wrister from the faceoff circle, and the lead is Maine's just 28 seconds into the game. 6 minutes later, the margin is 2.
Checking out the slot. Score!
Watch this pick by the face-off circle. Ferraro picks the defense. Hines behind. 2 men chase. And then Ferraro comes to the front of the net. Just a great play. Watch this. Ferraro, watch him continue. Shake loose, gets bounced off. Great give and go. Number 15, keep your eye on him. Gets a great feed from Hines. First team All-American out of Birchdale, Minnesota. Chris Hines makes a beautiful pass to Chris Ferraro. Sets up the second Maine goal. I'm going to tell you, they jump out to a lead. They're going to be tough to catch.
The Lakers don't see it that way, however, and go on the offense themselves.
Got to the title game. In the slot. Score! Weinrich made the initial block. But Backus was there for the rebound, and Mike Backus has put Lake Superior State on the scoreboard.
After one period, the Bears have the lead, but the late goal has put Lake Superior back in the game. Laker coach Jeff Jackson's team has already played the Black Bears once this season, and between periods he adjusts to the tendencies he sees in Walsh's game plan. Period 2 is all Lakers.
Rolston double team. Bellows picks up the loose puck. He shoots. He scores! Clayton Bellows, the junior from Bentley, Alberta, has tied it up for the defending champions. This is Hendry. Hendry in. Dunham makes the save. The rebound. Score! John Hendry, I believe, will get credit for the goal. The referee right there pointing to the net. It got by Dunham on the rebound.
Maine has lost their lead. They've lost their momentum, and they appear to be getting worn down by a bigger Laker team.
Centering pass in front. Score! Wayne Strawn.
The Lakers have scored 4 unanswered goals to take a 4-2 lead into their locker room after 40 minutes of hockey. In the Maine locker room, just when things are their darkest, Jim Montgomery is doing what a captain is supposed to do, urging his teammates not to give up hope. In fact, he boldly predicts they will win the game. It's something he believes, something he knows will happen if they will join him. That's what leadership is all about.
We're coming back to win. And I just, said to everyone, because, everyone was a little bit down, everyone had doubts and worries on their face, and I just said, we will come back and win. Trust me, we will come back. I think in any sport, confidence is the #1 key. If you don't have confidence, you're not going to win. If you do have confidence, there's nothing that can stop you.
By now, Sean Walsh has seen Lake Superior wear down his defense and knew he had to make a change. Mike Dunham has done everything his team could want, but just as he did in the Lowell game, Walsh decides to put Garth Snow in goal for his ability to change the tempo of a game. The Wisconsin fans, perhaps remembering their team's loss to Lake Superior a year ago in this same NCAA final, have joined the Maine fans in trying to rally the Bears. The building is alive, and it's now that Maine's big guns have decided it's time to go to work.
Rolston to Montgomery, to the left of Blaine Locker, and the nets for Lake State. Lake Superior's Smith fighting for it, along with Correa. Correa winning the Hobey Baker Trophy. A centering pass, a score! The Black Bears are back in this one. Correa with excellent sight. And a centering pass for a score. 3-on-2 developing for the Black Bears. Trailing by a goal. Chris Hines losing it in front. Pass just can't connect, and a couple of competitors were burying the ball to the score! Maine has tied it up. Clayton Bennos,
Lake State a little bit on their heels now.
Absolutely, and that's what happens when the momentum turns. Missed the mold, goes the other way.
Paul Correa breaking it. Montgomery scores! The Hobey Baker Award winner sets up his best friend. Jim Montgomery, and Maine is back in the lead.
The most valuable player on this Maine team, no question about it. Paul Correa, deserving recipient of the Hobey Baker Award, but Jimmy Montgomery, the most valuable player on the team, no question. Third goal of the night when they really needed it. Here he is, Correa with the feed. Montgomery, bang, score!
11 minutes, 6 seconds left in regulation.
32nd goal, 301st career point.
8 minutes, 54 seconds, the time of the goal. Jim Montgomery, the senior from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Lightning strikes not twice, but 3 times. And now it's Maine's turn to play with a lead. There are still 10 minutes left in the game, and now is not the time for the faint of heart.
Meadows carries in. He's got Balasevic in the slot. Balasevic shoots, and Snow saved the bacon for Maine with a glove save. Balasevic had that one ticketed for the lower glove side.
With under a minute left, Maine gets its biggest scare.
The rebound is loose. The rebound in the slot. The shot. Oh my! He missed it. Telaire missed an open net, and Maine has it. Sean Telaire had the tying goal on his stick. Snow is down, and Telaire missed an open net.
Telaire's going to get it. Watch it from this angle. Here's the shot. Hold it. Hold it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Watch this position. Look at all the net that's open. Playing. Now watch Strawn. Right there, Strawn. Save. With the skate by Snow. Oh, my.
A timeout is called, and both coaches get a chance to talk things over and rest their players. Only 21 seconds, and the Lake Superior Lakers stand between the Black Bears and their dream.
Maine will just shoot for that open net. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, one more shot maybe. Maine is going to win their first ever national championship.
It's a memorable victory for the Black Bears. All the years of hard work and determination have paid off. Their dream is no longer just a dream, but a reality. Tonight, they are the toast of Milwaukee.
To all of you that supported us, all of you that at the hotel didn't disturb us, we had a mission to do. And from Kittery to Madawaska, we did it for the state of Maine. Thank you.
The state of Maine is going bear crazy, and hundreds are at the airport to welcome their heroes home. There are thousands more at the Alfond, where the fans have been waiting for hours.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it started at midnight, and it ends tonight. You are the national champions, and we are the national champions. Thank you very much. From Rentham, Massachusetts, number 30, Garth Snow.
"42, 1 and 2. If we knew it was going to be this good, we would have done it last year.
Yesterday, we were crowned national champions. But without a doubt, you showed us today who the best fans in the nation are, right here in Maine.